Just watching his first two practices, he just didn't get any clear laps in, and he's been very fast.
Yeah, the Williams do seem to have some pace this weekend, and that's really exciting for that team.
Yeah.
Both cars were fast yesterday. You can definitely tell that they're happy with their car here.
Yeah, I was reading their press release. It was just saying, that they felt really comfortable with the balance. They weren't talking about top speed or anything like that. It was just, yeah, it feels good. It feels right.
Just feeding in the throttle.
Changing the brake migration there on the steering wheel. That happens a lot when these conditions are mixed.
Well, we're going into that sphere section now that I was talking about.
It does look very slick, honestly, that section. It's almost like it's so cold out.
Well, also, I think the sphere is protecting the dampness, if you will, because it's such a big building. But it is taking up a lot of sunshine stroke air, and I would have said it's going to remain damp down there in that section for perhaps longer than those that are actually getting some either neon light or some sunlight from previous hours.
Nine cars still have not ventured out. No doubt they want to see what other people are doing with their tires.
Well, it just shows you how confident last year's winner Russell is. Not turning a wheel yet. And likewise, his teammate Antonelli.
Earlier, George Russell with a headset on, so no doubt he's hearing what this 20-year-old kid, a Formula One Grand Prix race winner, about the conditions on track.
Which is ironic because he's never been here.
Right.
We're getting closer to that 10-second away from the quick time yesterday. But the problem is, as well, you don't want to waste your slick tires either, because if you go out on the first run on these slicks, it's still quite wet down there.
Look at the rears spinning.
Yeah.
Well, that would be the main reason that someone like Russell wouldn't bother, because you're not going to learn anything on this tire particularly.
Exactly. So it's a difficult situation for these teams. Do they want to waste a set of slick tires just helping them, basically helping the series drive the track? Or, can they learn anything? Is the track dry enough in certain sectors, in Sector 1 compared to Sector 3, that maybe you can gain some information from the car?
Whoop, I need to... Almost dry, almost ready for slicks.
Okay, there you go.
That's just answered our question, thank you.
Carlos Sainz sliding everywhere. I think it's just about right. I should correct myself. George Russell's teammate, Kimi Antonelli, just went on track. What do we have here?
A very slow Williams, making sure he stayed out of the way today.
Looking for that all-important toe of these long straightaways.
Yeah, does it vary from track to track when you pick up the toe? I mean, obviously that's, it seems obvious. You're going down the straight, you're trying to get a toe, and if you're within, I don't know, 1.5 lengths, you're going to get the toe. Or is it different at every track?
It is different at every track, but, I mean, even in the F1 Academy qualifying last night, you saw how powerful the toe, the draft was. I mean, the pole time came from a massive toe down the back straight, and these Formula One teams will be looking for the same thing. If they're struggling for that extra 2-3 tenths, and one of the drivers happens to nail the straight, it's really hard to fight that unless you kind of, you use your teammate and you do some strategy to make it happen.
Fantastic shot there, looking down. Purpose-built paddock.
Right now, on the long backstretch, there's a line of very fast cars. Hamilton, Norris, Verstappen, Antonelli, and Piastri.
Yep, you can see them now. Here they all are. Yep. Verstappen in the middle, just behind the Haas. Ferrari ahead of him.
And once again, all the cars seem to find each other. And
Yes.
There's a massive, massive gap on the track that no one's found. folks volunteering to go on slick tires.
To be out there on your intermediates. Yeah, you have a limited number of them, but hopefully you're not going to need them, right? Unless they call it a wet race in which you get abundant tires. But, I mean, if you just want laps, put on the inters and go.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is a track that, you know, not a lot of laps get to be done other than this race weekend. So you got to try to get some learning in. If there is some data that they can gather with these tires, might as well get it if they can.
Yeah, I'm sure the rookies just won track time with a curtailed FP2 yesterday. I'm going to be out there and going, I'm still not sure about 15 or 16 or whatever.
Drivers will learn something every lap, no matter what.
Yeah. The problem that Leclerc had yesterday was, well, they said at the time was gearbox, but that's a straight fix and no penalty and no drama, right?
We certainly hope so for them.
I'm not ready.
He was fast. Trying to carry speed in there, just the fronts just didn't quite have enough grip for them. These tires are taking a beating.
Well, we mentioned yesterday these 3 sets of dry tires. I know we're not on them yet, but they were the same patterns used in Singapore, which is a similar race in one way, but a very unsimilar race in terms of heat. This is very cold. Could be one of the coldest races we've had.
Slick tires, you can see offline, that will take